Special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Rivers to throw it. Flushed out right. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Go! On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Not much there, maybe a couple, as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They're running now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Where you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
2nd down, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Past the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Look at the spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Rivers now. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he fires one incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and you play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit The Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He stops short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Rivers now on second down. This is Gordon on the dump off. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains. Rivers now from the 50. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had an ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Rivers now 9 of 17 through the air. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play action. Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Taking it about the 16. Gets past one man. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDonald. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. For Brown, that's his 5th catch. So 5 catches over 50 yards. You might as well set your watch to that. He does it every game.
Think about 2013. The only player in NFL history to have at least 5 catches and at least 50 yards.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 39 that time. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the counter, here's Gordon. About 3 yards there to the 27. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. He's good. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Now Benjamin. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Rivers. His throw incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Let's
They need a touchdown, but also have to be wary of leaving too much time for Roethlisberger. Here's 1st and goal. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 44 yards. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield. But they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, Now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Rivers. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
then
that's
with
right.
the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Pittsburgh, they can